Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wake Forest offense will start this game off. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. From the gun, the ground game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Demon Deacons have their offense in high gear. From the gun, give on the inside. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense with the scoop and score. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless. Those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when they get there. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off.
Let's get it, man.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fast motion from the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Tigers are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old school Clemson, great on the D-line.
And that pass picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Feeling some heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Pulls it and fires to the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads. Hauls it in. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's right on target. Tackled after picking up the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 45.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get it first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger!
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Booker. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Got his man out of the backfield. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the offense. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Finds his tight end. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. And the route is on. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Complete downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to pick up a first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. The give to the fullback. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Got enough for the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
Using his feet. Past the 30. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter, and this defense will start the 4th on its heels. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. quarterback run is part of their game plan. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Has started. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wide out in motion. To the air on 1st down. He's got his man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. The aerial assault continues. He's got it.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. War Eagle. Auburn is putting on a show offensively. They just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 24 over Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on first down. Finds a tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now at the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
On second down, wants to throw it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. This is a designed run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
First down for the offense.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He makes the catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scrambling away. But to throw it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. 1st down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man all by himself. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Demon Deacons are in the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd.
He's loose. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Davis will throw. He makes the connection. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Clemson jumps to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He's going to pass. He's going. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. With jet sweep pass. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.